Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about all the purchases that I've made impulsively. I think I'm actually someone who thinks the things that I'm gonna buy through like a lot before actually making that purchase. But I do have some times where I have not taken the time to really consider if it's going to be a good idea or not, and just in the moment I'm like, yes, I want it, I'll take it, and it ends up being either a really good purchase or a really bad one. So I usually have a way to decide if something is gonna be worth it to add to my collection or my closet in general. I don't tend to do this often. However, sometimes you're at the store, they show you something, or you find a very good deal pre-loved and you're like, I need to buy it. And it's happened to me a few times. I've also followed trends quite blindly without really thinking about the practicality of the product. So I definitely have a few right now that I'm gonna show you that I absolutely regret. I don't even know what to do with these things because selling them doesn't even feel good. Like, I don't think that anyone who buys them from me is gonna actually enjoy them. So I thought that it was gonna be an interesting topic. So I want to start with the most recent one, and this was not planned, was absolutely never on my wish list. I never even thought about owning it, like was not even an afterthought in my head, but when I saw it I was like, I might need to buy it. This is my massive Louis Vuitton Nice, and I have the Nice BB and I have the Nice Nano, and I absolutely love them, but I already think that the Nice BB is big enough when you're traveling. Sometimes when I'm only taking like carry-on, my Nice BB usually stays behind and I use my toiletries because they're a little bit like slimmer and easier to pack, while the Nice BB, like, it's like a cube that takes a lot of space. And yes, I'm a small person, but this is still quite massive in my opinion, and I decided to get this for my Dyson, but I decided it the moment that I saw it. So when I saw this in stock at BAM Luxury Store, they had it for around 500 euros, and I was like, wait a minute, that's actually an insane deal. I love it. And then I opened it and you're gonna see, because I don't regret this one, just letting you know. This actually solved one of the issues that bothered me. It was a really small issue, not relevant at all, but just like kind of bothering me. But it has a little mirror right here and stuff here to put like hair ties and everything. Inside I have all my hair products, including my Dyson, with all the attachments and my sprays, my dry shampoo, my hair ties. And the thing is that in my bathroom there's no storage space at all, so my Dyson was just there in the bathroom, and all my products too. So I get sensory overload when I feel like clutter, and I definitely had no space to put everything unless I would like put it in a box and put it away. And here, like, this looks very nice and tidy and stunning. Let me say, this is stunning, and all your stuff fits right here. I definitely don't plan to use it for traveling unless I'm going by car somewhere that I like just grab and go, and I usually don't even travel with my Dyson, so that's not the issue. But I would have never bought this if it was not like a really good deal. I've seen them selling for over 2,000, and I already love the Nice so much and I use it every single day, so I decided to sell a pair of Louis Vuitton boots and instead get this one. And so far, in a few weeks that I've owned this, I've used it way more than the Louis Vuitton boots, so I would say that this was actually a good purchase. I just let go of something that was not serving me anymore because the big monogram boots were not my style and I was just not reaching out for them. So this that really just like decorates my bathroom, and it's very functional and it's very good for traveling. It's quite used, but I don't care because I'm not gonna be like light and kind with this piece. I'm for sure gonna use it and take advantage of its functionality in all the pockets. I'm actually gonna add a Samorga organizer for it. I definitely need one. It has a luggage tag. Yeah, it's massive. In case you want to compare it to the Nice BB, I brought it for research purposes. So when I tell you this is big, like, I mean it. For me, even if it was impulsive, it was such a great deal, and I'm gonna be possibly by the end of the year telling you guys that this was an amazing and one of my best purchases of the year. Now, this second one was really weird for me to end up deciding going for it. So I've had on my wish list a Birkin 35 for the longest time, and I've had it in gold, gray, black, any neutral, because it's like a really big bag and I don't want any bright colors that are gonna be too much for me. So when it came the moment, I had 2 bags on my radar, and it was for my birthday. So there was a gold Birkin 35, and then there was this, my blue Birkin. This is Blue Celeste in 30, not 35, Epsom with palladium hardware. It has a different color interior. So this bag, when I saw it in stock, I was like, what? a color. It was the type of moment where I was like, let's just do it, let's just go for the blue bag. And I was actually a little bit concerned about the fact that I might not use it as much as the other one because it's a blue bag and I'm more of a neutral kind of person, so most of my collection is neutral, and I've been trying to diversify a little bit more here and there. So when I got this one, it was definitely impulsive. I was like, let's just go for the beautiful blue one that I'm never gonna be able to find again, and I got this one from Season to Consign. So when I saw it in person, because I bought this one without ever seeing it in person, they were really nice and they showed me videos and everything, and let's just say that it was a massive hit. After this, I'm just reaching out for color more and more, and I'm not as afraid. Like, I understand if you have a neutral closet, like I feel like I do, and mix and matching neutral outfits with colorful bags and vice versa usually works out quite well. I love this bag so much and I use it so much that it was definitely a good impulsive decision. I still want the Birkin 35, but would never regret this bag in this color. It's so beautiful. This next one is gonna be my first regret, and what I can definitely tell you is that just because something is pretty, it doesn't mean that you need to have it or that it's worth it. And this, I feel kind of dumb for buying this because I did try them on at the store. I remember at the store feeling like, oh, these are not very comfortable, but they're so pretty, and I just went with it. They're so pretty that it's worth it type of thing. So these are a hazard. like using them is really like dangerous, so you need to be very careful when you're wearing them. I saw this first, of course, on social media, and I was like, oh my god, they're amazing, they're stunning. And when I tried them on, I was like, my legs look so good, I really love them. I tried walking with them, and the thing is that when you use them, you step on the bow. Like, if you're not careful, you're gonna step on the bow, trip, and lose your teeth. There's no way around that. So the times that I've decided to wear this is when I know that I'm gonna be sitting down 90% of the time and that I have my boyfriend with me, so he can hold my arm while I'm walking in case I trip. That's like truly the measures that I have to take whenever I wear this. And the thing is that I'm already not a heel person, so I have no idea what I was thinking. I mean, I know what I was thinking. I was just thinking that they're pretty, but at the same time, I should have known better than buying something that I knew that was gonna be really hard to use. And I do this with shoes all the time. I don't know what to say. I don't think that I want to sell them because, again, being very dumb, I still kind of like them, but I don't think that this was a good purchase. I definitely didn't think this through. And right now, if you look online, you're gonna see so many people telling you that they are very hard to use. So yeah, these Jimmy Choos are not my smartest moment. This is the next one, and this was impulsive, yes and no at the same time, because I decided to get this one at one point where I was not considering ever getting it. It was not on my wish list and it was not in the cards for me, like in that sense. So I was actually aiming for a yellow classic flap instead of this bag. So the thing is that it was in stock and instead of getting the yellow one, I was like, I don't know, I want to see it. And Georgia from Berlux, she's like very good at convincing me to get things that I shouldn't get. So she was like, yes, you should get it, you're gonna love it. I mean, she had a point about me getting married in 1 year and this could be my wedding bag. And I love pearls, like I really love pearls. Like I wear pearl earrings all the time and bracelets and necklaces. I love pearls. It really made sense. I wanted this bag since 2019. It was always like, no, it's not gonna happen, and then it did happen and I've been really loving it. I think waiting for it was a very good decision because if I would have gotten this bag before, like a few years ago, I would for sure regret buying the bag because I find it to be quite a dressy, amazing, spectacular, unique bag. However, I was not dressing in a way that I would have pulled this bag off, and I was not going places where I could have taken this bag without looking a little bit crazy or just doing too much. So right now, with some of the things that I'm doing and the way that I'm dressing and living here in Europe, it just gave me the chance to fully enjoy this bag since I've gotten it. And I love it for traveling, I love it for events, I love it for dinners, I love it for anything related to the wedding. So I think it was such a hit. Impulsive, yes, very much, but I do feel like this bag does align very well with what I wear right now, and I really love it. And so far, no pearls have fallen off. It's in perfect condition, and if anything happens to it, I'll let you guys know. Another one that was very impulsive that I did sell were the Hermes orange sandals. I got them in Houston when I was visiting, and they just kind of had them in my size, and I do this all the time. When I find shoes in my size, I'm like, yeah, I have to buy them because I never find shoes in my size. So I was at the store and I was looking for something else, and then I just asked, do you have any shoes in 35? They're like, yeah, I have the orange. I tried them on, and at the store, when you try them on that first time, they seem comfy. So I did zero research. I was just like, they fit, I'll take them. Big mistake. since day one, they were so loud, uncomfortable, just not for me. They were not a smart purchase. I ended up selling them. I have realized that not because I find a shoe in my size, it means I should buy it. But if I go and ask for a shoe that I want and they have it in my size, then I buy it. This one was also an impulsive purchase, and I'm still not sure if it was the right decision or not. This is my crystal saddle bag from Dior, and I'm gonna try to focus on it. So it's in satin and it's the mini size. So I got this one also for my birthday, and my thought process was I've always wanted a saddle bag, but I was always in the yes, no, and it was always a matter of I haven't seen the perfect one. I don't want to buy a plain black one. I don't want a brown one. There's something missing, and when I saw this one with the crystals, I was like, okay, it's perfect. I've been meaning to get a crystal bag for the longest time, and I was actually set on the Prada Clear with crystals, but I knew that a full crystal bag would have been maybe a little bit too much for me. So when I saw this on Collabs website, I was like, maybe this is a sign. I've always wanted a saddle bag, and I've been meaning to get a crystal bag, and this is like a very subtle in between. You can see it has the crystals here and here and here, and also it's not velvet, it's satin, so it's not going to attract my dog's hairs, which is super important for me because my dog, she sheds so much. So I've used this bag a few times when I'm going to dinner, but not as often as I would like. Since the bag doesn't really have a strap, and adding a strap I don't think would be a good idea. I think it could dent the crystals right here, so I just take it handheld, and it doesn't really fit much because the saddle bag is quite of a weird shape bag. So this doesn't fit my phone, this doesn't fit most wallets either. So I'm in the journey of implementing this bag into my life. I do feel like it's a very special way to add a classic like the saddle bag to my collection, and I don't have many like night out bags, so I think it was good. I just need to use it out a little bit more. This pair, I actually did kind of think about them, but not the specific ones. I actually wanted the Prada ones, but when I saw that Celine had this in my size, I tried them at the store. Actually at the store they were kind of comfortable, so I went with it and I got them. They add some height. I've tried everything to make them comfortable, and I just can't. These shoes are hell, like torture. I don't even want to sell them because I don't want to do this to anyone else. Like the Jimmy Choo are usable with care. These ones, I walk a little bit and my feet are crying. I just can't. And I've tried the freezer hack, I tried the hair dryer hack, the putting socks inside, stretching them out, breaking them in by myself. Nothing really helps, so I'm gonna take them to a shoe place close to my house and see what they can do. But so far I regret this so much. This next one, it was not on my wish list at all. I never really considered getting it until the day that I went into the store, tried it on, and my boyfriend was like, oh, it's so cute, it looks so beautiful on you. When my boyfriend likes something and he says that it looks good, it does influence a little bit when I like it, and I don't know, I like the bag. It was a big hit. Definitely I did not expect to ever buy it. I didn't even expect to like it at all, and I do love the bag. So without ever being on the wish list and buying a size smaller that doesn't even fit my phone and not being a classic or anything, I still love this bag and use it a lot. So I'm pleasantly surprised, and in my opinion it was a really good purchase. These were it. Basically the times where I didn't use my regular thought process, which I'm gonna talk about. So usually when it comes to buying bags or shoes, I'm someone who does like deep dive research, and I give it a lot of time. I take quite seriously when I buy something like this expensive, especially when it comes to bags. And I think that I'm at a point where I know my style quite well and I know what I like. Yes, I have a lot of similar bags, but it's literally what works for me and what I like to use. So when I see something new, let's say right now, I literally love the sardine bag from Bottega and the big one. I'm not going to buy it because I think I need like 8 months to see if I still like it in 8 months. And if in 8 months I still kind of want the bag, then I'm gonna buy it, because the trend on social media and the love in my head would have faded if it was not something that I truly kind of like. So in my opinion, from the moment that you put something on the wish list to the moment where you actually buy it, it should be a few months apart, minimum 3, because you have no idea how social media has influenced things that I like. And when I see someone that I really like, that I think dresses very well, and they get a bag and I like how it looks on them, I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna look amazing on me. But we don't have the same lifestyle, we don't do the same stuff, so it may as well not work for me. So giving time, trying it on in person, looking for reviews, and especially looking for negative reviews helps me a lot. So I want to know what people find annoying about the item, not only the beautiful beautiful and pretty it is, basically. Because there's things that you don't find out until you own the bag. Like maybe the zipper is annoying, maybe it doesn't fit this, maybe it slips from your shoulder, maybe it scratches easy. I want to know those things. So YouTube is very good for that. I love the fact that no matter what it is, I always find someone who has a review on the item. I also have like a scale of wishlist items. Like when I save for something, I save specifically for that. Let's say right now I am actively saving for a Birkin 35. And if I find something else, I don't use like my other money. Like if I buy something, it's like from the Birkin 35 money, because I'm not gonna spend double, if it makes sense. So I have a separate section on my bank account where you can put the name for the savings. So that saving is literally called Birkin 35, and it's the only bag that I'm saving for right now. So if I were to buy right now the sardine bag, it would give me a huge step back on the 35, and I wouldn't dip into my other savings or other money that I have for something else. Not at all. So I am quite firm in that aspect. I also don't get anything usually that I don't see myself wearing in 5 to 10 years, because time flies by. Like I cannot believe how long I've been doing YouTube videos, and it doesn't even feel like that long, but honestly it does. And style and trends change so much, so I always want to make sure that it's something that I will really like for a really long time. So you never know. Yeah, this times I just went to the store or just saw them available and I was like, I'm gonna take them. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So I would love to hear if you have anything like this happening to you, and maybe it was a success. You bought something and you were like, I love it, I'm so glad that I was so impulsive, or something that you're now regretting so much. I would love to hear you guys in the comments. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. If you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you 2 videos right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you, and see you on the next one. Bye.